Right, welcome back to the next part. Before we start, a little bit of admin work. I tend to shoot these in videos in batches of 2 and 3, and then I take them to the laptop, upload it, and then I obviously make the videos. But then it's then when I watch the footage, and I realised on the last turn I made a couple of errors with the artillery, so I'm going to put that right now. The first one was this Union artillery fired on this Confederate artillery. I gave them 3 dice. I should have only had 2. So they scored a hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll and see what they get. Instead of the missed, maybe worse for the Confederates. They might get 2 infantry symbols, but we'll see. To get 2, not 3. Actually, it's a pushback and an artillery. So that black disc is going to come off because they didn't suffer a wound. They don't have to retreat because they are in support. They are supported. The other mistake was across here. This Confederate artillery fired laterally into this unit in the trees. And if you remember, they should have only rolled 1 dice, and I gave them 2 dice, and both were hits. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to re-roll that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to change this white disc, which represents 2 hits, back down to a black one for 1 hit. So that now puts that correct. I mean, I wrote these rolls and I still get the picking things wrong. And while we're on it, I'll just come down here just a little bit. I've explained the sequence or the ranges for the different weapons, for melee, for musketry and for artillery. So now I'm going to explain how I use the discs. And I go in this sequence, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that sequence. And why did I choose this sequence? Well, I stole it from Simon Hall's excellent Mortem et Gloriam. He uses coloured cards and coloured dice to represent in his rules. Although in his rules, black is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't need a 0, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be easy for me to remember. I'm saying that, but it is me. So even I'll probably get that wrong as well. But yeah, I borrowed them. I hope Simon don't mind, because I know he watches my videos occasionally. So Simon, I hope you don't mind me stealing your colour sequence. So that explains that. Right, so let's get them out of the way. And then we'll roll for the initiative for this turn. Oh, and it's 6 for the Confederates, 3 for the Union. Let's just adjust the camera a bit so you can see all the battlefield. Right, what are the Confederates going to do? Right, let's move the Union dice to one side, and that one there. Right, 6. Well, I think we'll start with the lateral fire from this battery into this Union brigade. Remember, it's 1 dice this time, daft lad. And it's an infantry, so that black now does go to a white. So we're back to where we were before. So that's 1, down to 5. Counter battery fire from there. So it is 2 dice because they're firing over open ground to Union artillery, which is also in the open. So they do get 2 dice looking for artillery symbols. And they do get 1. So we place a red disc to show that this gun is temporarily out of action. Of course, they have to use an action point to bring that gun back into action, but it can't fire on the turn that it's brought back into action. Right, now we're down to 4. Now, over here on the, can you see, just about, on this right flank of the Confederates, they are firing downhill at this Union regiment in the open, so they are at full strength, so they'll get the full 3 dice, and we're looking for infantry symbols. And we get 1, which isn't too bad. Well, so I'll put a black disc behind that Union infantry. Right, we're now down to 3, when I can find it. There it is. The unit on the hill is going to fire at this unit that's already just taken a hit. They are firing into the trees. They are at full strength. So instead of 3, they will get 2 because they're firing into the trees, looking for infantry symbols. And they get 1. So the white now becomes a green. They're now on 3 hits. We've got 2 left, and might be struggling now to do anything else because nobody will. Oh, they're obstructed because this tree, this wood sort of runs across, so that unit can't really fire into these because they're obstructed, they can't see. So really, there's not much else Confederates can do, so they're going to have to waste 2 points. Right, Union, they're on 3. Well, the first thing we've got to do is on this left flank. Now, would they attack up the hill into melee, or would they fire? Now, contrary to popular belief, in the American Civil War, bayonet to bayonet was pretty rare. They would quite happily stand 20 feet apart and shoot the muskets at each other, but the actual bayonet to bayonet was pretty rare. It did happen, but it was pretty rare, and I don't blame them. Ugh, I won't fancy that either. So I'm gonna fire uphill. They've taken 1 hit, so they're still classed as full strength. They still get 3 dice, but we're firing uphill, so it's just going to be 2, and we're looking for infantry. Well, we get 1. So the Confederates unit also now has a black disc. Right, now we're going down to 2. This unit is it's only got 2 dice anyway. It's firing uphill. You'll only get 1 dice because he's at 3 hits. He's firing uphill, so his 2 dice become 1 because he's firing uphill. We're looking for infantry. He doesn't get it. We've got 1 left, and I think I'd like to take a pot shot with this artillery, that unit on the hill. I'd also like to move these troops forward, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So I think I'm going to have to remove that red disc so we can bring that artillery back into action on the next turn. Right, how long have we been going? Oh, well over 8 minutes. Right, I'll stop it here. Not a great deal out of that happened, so I won't put any stills on the end of this one, and I'll just go into the next turn. Thanks for watching.